Welcome to Something Crunchy. Tyler is homies with Blake. Blake is the older bro of Blair. Blair is married to Tyler, and is a slutty slut.
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
What the hell is crunchy?
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
Alright, back in the studio with the Tea Time Guy and B. Collide. Let's put him up.
Cheers, y'all.
How are we feeling?
Excellent.
Well, I've been drinking my dinner tonight, so I think you folks are in for a real treat.
I love drunk Tylers.
Happy Crunchtober, everybody.
Happy Crunchtober.
Happy Crunchtober.
I've been looking forward to Crunchtober.
Me too.
We got some good stuff lined up for the month of Crunchtober. It's gonna be a big deal. Within the next episode or two, I guarantee you we're gonna have out the official Somethin Crunchies most fucked up, disturbingly violent horror movies of all time.
Yes.
And I realize now, just at this moment, that that's about 20 hours of research and effort put into maybe a 15 or 20 minute segment. But
The juice isn't worth the
So
squeeze.
worth
we
it,
do
though,
the
I'm
work
sure.
so you don't have to.
In some of these movies, we don't even recommend you watch.
So far of what I have in my top 5, which
Yeah.
I feel like solid about, only one of which I could even like start to recommend. The others,
I'm, like,
it's,
nervous.
The others, it's like bold warnings to please not watch. But we're gonna get the month off all right. It's not all Halloween themed, but we're definitely gonna have some ween-based stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
course.
just we're excited for this kind of
Crunchtober.
stuff. It is Crunchtober, and I think one of my favorite things that we've done thus far has been what's the score.
Yeah, one
That-
of
I
my,
loved what's
that
the
was-
Score?
a fan favorite too. Really,
Oh, that was like one of the funnest.
Absolutely one of my
Funnest
favorite
to
things
play.
that we've done. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to play What's the Scream?
Is that not right, Mr. Scream? Great, good stuff. I think people are getting really cranked.
Yes.
yeah, that is good stuff.
We're going
Oh
to
my
play
gosh.
What's the Scream?
Okay.
What's the scream?
Rules are a little bit different from What's the Score, okay?
Okay.
So you
Sounds
can,
like a-
you can guess as much as you want. You're not going to get deductions
Thank God.
for getting anything wrong.
Okay.
I feel like this might be hard.
I have 2 clips for every scream. Okay.
Okay.
One is just going to be a clip of the scream. Some are very short. So you're just going to get just a scream by itself.
Just a scream.
And
these are
if,
movies?
and if
context.
you get it correct,
They're all from movies.
all from movies, all different genres of movies.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And name is your buzzer. If you get it correct on the first clip, 2 points. 2 dragons.
That's getting weird.
If you get it on the second one, 1 point. If you have no guesses or you get it wrong, just 0 points. No deductions.
Okay.
May God have
all
mercy
big.
on your soul.
Are we ready to play? What's the scream?
I'm
right.
so ready.
You are going down.
You think that?
First clip. Let's get after it.
Tyler. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Incorrect.
God bless.
Ooh. That's really hard.
Blair,
I felt like I was getting it
Any
towards the end.
guesses for 2 points?
It was that long? Like, was it extended?
the second one with context is it's a real
It gives it away.
I
gives
need
it
this-
away.
I need the second one. I just also need like a warm up one too. So I need to see how this goes. This is hard.
Hit me.
Here's where Cameron goes berserk.
Tyler.
Ferris.
Bueller's Day Off. Your name is your buzzer. It's also your friend.
Tyler would be awarded 1 point for using the buzzer.
Yeah.
I felt like
You can see it now.
Makes sense.
He just found out about the
It's
car.
all coming
I
together.
felt like right here,
right there.
right there. I was like, I know those.
Yep,
I
yep.
couldn't put my finger up. But I'm like,
All right.
all right. Well,
Blair,
you got it.
Blair, why
Okay.
don't you keep score for us here? Tyler's got 1.
1
Blair's
nothing.
Okay, names your buzzer. I have to remember.
Gotta remember
Can't
the
just blurt out the
rules.
answer. I mean, I like the name as your buzzer.
Yeah. I just
Because
like
Tyler
get ahead
had
of
it. Tyler had
myself.
it. He could. Tyler was playing by the rules.
Okay. I know. You gotta play by the rules.
We ready for number 2?
I'm ready.
here?
Hit me. Number 2. Like number 1 got me jazzed.
Yeah,
He's ready.
Tyler's
I'm
like, I'm
ready.
better at what's
Okay,
the scream
let's
than I am
go.
at what's the
I'm
score.
gonna win.
No, I need it. Blair, is that Gilbert Gottfried
Gilbert
from
Gottfried.
Problem Child? Problem Child. Oh my god.
2-pointer
Jeez.
for Blair.
Oh my god, you know how many times I watched that movie?
Let's
That's
hear it again
crazy.
with context.
Yes.
And wait for it.
Hey, pea brain.
I would have immediately known then too, but
So the second one is meant to
I didn't.
help.
That was the first time. Listen,
and
that was
Blair
2
jumps.
points.
And Blair jumps in.
2 points.
Wow, 2 points for B.
Oh my god.
All
Oh
right,
my god, I love this game.
it's getting good.
Okay.
Hit me.
Blair, is that wait, which one is it?
Oh,
Scream?
incorrect.
Ooh, good.
Is it the other one?
Hope you don't mind if I fake it.
Not another teen movie?
No. Incorrect.
Really?
You said Scream.
Scream 2?
No, it's Scary Movie.
Scary movie.
damn.
Good Lord,
That-
Blair.
Gosh.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Tyler James, why didn't
You
I say
said Scream. You
movie?
meant
Yeah.
to say.
You know-
I knew you meant to say Scary
You
Movie.
saw the look in my eye.
I did.
It said
You went with the
Scary.
wrong parody.
It was the look
movie.
of being wrong.
did-
That's exactly what it looked like.
I knew as soon as I
Nope.
we just quoted that the other day too.
So still no
No points.
no deduction.
po-
so you can guess as much as
That
you want.
sucks
So no
because
points.
I
Hey,
totally
No blood. No blood on that one.
I am ruining it for myself.
we got a long game here.
Okay.
It's all right.
Let's continue.
You jump right back into it. I'd still bet on Blair.
I'm gonna win.
It's actually really funny. This is the next clip.
Oh, Blair. Scream?
Close.
Damn it.
Close. No, like
Scream 2?
Tyler.
Is that the beginning part of one of them?
Jada Pinkett Smith
Tyler,
in
Scream
the
2.
in the theater.
You didn't
Scream
use
2.
your name as your buzzer.
She had already used it and then guessed
And
wrong.
was incorrect. Fantastic.
Tyler
scene.
gets 1 point.
I think y'all split it. I think
That's
you
how
should-
I get one. I get one and he
One
gets
and
one.
one.
Yeah,
Okay. I
you'll
like
each
it.
get one.
I like it.
Okay. High five on that. I
Okay.
agree to that.
Moving onward.
Follow the
name
rules.
is
I know,
your
I'm
buzzer.
sorry.
Because Tyler's playing by the rules.
Oh my
Okay.
god, that's so funny. That of course that was like the next one. Okay,
I
next.
know.
Oh my god.
I know. That's why I said I was like, it's funny. This is the next clip. It's Scream 2.
Of course. Oh my god.
What do we have here? What do we have?
Tyler.
I knew it.
Kindergarten Cop.
Oh. Is that
No.
Oh.
No. I thought you were going to get this quickly,
I need
Tyler.
a second listen.
Here you go.
Tyler. Happy Gilmore.
1 point for Tyler.
Thank God. Thank goodness.
I was out hearing the music too. I was like, what is that?
Chubbs!
Chubbs.
Happy Gilmore. Oh, that's a good one. All right.
Good one.
That was a good one.
What's the score?
It's 3-3.
Wow.
Yes, even.
Yes, even.
That was all one movie? This has got to be teed up for Blair right here.
No.
I have no idea.
I figured that might be a little difficult.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this flick has provided 2 that made it onto here. Here's the clip
It
du
sounds
jour.
familiar, but I don't.
Same
The
movie.
clip of the day.
Same movie. That's a nice collection of screaming.
That is.
Wow, it's a group scream.
That is not ringing any
The
bells.
context clip?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No.
Blair.
And you got to think of the first one too.
Blair.
Name is
Sorry.
your buzzer.
I'm sorry.
crying
it was
out
wrong
loud.
anyway. It was
You know,
wrong.
one more Blair.
0 for
and
3.
It's just
And I'm out.
it's
I'm
just
out.
over. Disqualified.
You're gonna start getting minus points.
I cannot.
We'll introduce
Get
some minus
DQ.
points.
Yeah.
Let's hear this one again with some context.
Blair. Casper.
Boo?
Group scream. In the house. It's the class at the party in the house.
How did Casper make it in both?
Oh, I
What's the
love
score
it so
and
much.
what's the scream?
I'm just gonna go.
I'm just
ahead
saying
and
those were some good screams.
give myself a point there.
Yeah, you get
That
a
was a
point for
good
that.
one. Group scream.
Well done.
Love a group scream.
Let's keep going.
I feel like what are they on a?
This one's a little tougher.
Sounded like they were on a roller coaster.
No,
They were like
here, okay,
saw a bunch
here,
of ghosts or
you
something.
need to hear it again.
Okay.
Listen to the very beginning too.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Jurassic Park.
No.
Blair. Harry and the Hendersons.
Nailed it. Wow. Yes. Harry. I am so
my
proud of you
gosh.
right now.
It's not going there.
That was a tough one.
Wow. Oh my
well
gosh.
done.
I'm
Blair.
pretty proud of myself there.
I'm very proud
Wow.
of you.
Good job.
I'm very proud
I
of
just
you.
like pictured it as soon as
That's
I
a
had-
well-deserved
oh my
1
God.
point.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I just say that
was
because
a
I
good
got
one.
it, but
Yeah, if you didn't get that, you wouldn't have liked it. I can't
just
believe you got that.
I can't believe I
5-3.
oh, I'm
Blair.
proud of that.
Let's keep
This-
going.
This is so fun.
What's the scream?
What's the scream? Hi, that's a little girl.
No
scream.
idea at all.
A little girl.
Let's run that back.
Yeah.
Context clip.
Blair. E.T.
Nailed it. Excellent scream.
Drew Barrymore. Very nice scream.
You got 6?
I sure do.
How'd you get 6?
I've been watching her do it. She's gotten one on like the last 3 or 4 in a row.
No way.
The only one she hasn't gotten since the last one you got was the one you both missed.
Oh, this is so good.
This is good.
This is so fun. Okay, wait, keep going. There's more.
Let's
Keep going.
continue. Oh yeah, we're about halfway done.
Oh my god. What?
I have to,
Tyler.
I have to inform you, this may be my favorite scream on here. Tyler.
Accepted.
Yes!
What?
Tyler! 2 points! 2 points
That
for
was
Tyler!
history.
Jonah Hill.
Yes! Oh, let's hear
So that's
it
1
again.
point for Tyler, right?
Tyler, and you should.
that 2 points or 1
Redemption.
point?
That's a 2-pointer.
2
That was
points.
That's a
2
two-
points?
I like this setup. 'cause-
Redemption.
Look at we're almost tired.
Let's hear it again so Tyler can enjoy this stress-free.
Wow, I can't believe you got that.
Oh, proud of you, brother.
Okay, wait, do it again. It's so funny.
Schrader, what the hell was that?
I love the silence afterward.
That's such a good
That
scream.
was a great
That's
scream.
a good scream.
Great
Oh, this
movie.
is so
Everybody should see
good.
that movie
I
if they
love
haven't.
Justin Long. I love Jonah Hill. It was a good
It
ensemble.
was so good.
Really well done.
Okay,
keep
keep
going.
going. There's a couple screams in there.
It sounded just like Jonah Hill without the
See, that kind of sounded
the
like
end.
a scary movie. or
with
not.
two girls.
You know this scream so well. You've heard this scream so many times.
Really?
Yes.
I need to
And-
hear the
and-
content. Or
But
hear
it,
another.
it's going to give it away. Someone's going to get it quickly
Tyler,
for one.
you
Anybody
ready
have
for
a
this?
stab for
I'm
two? There's no penalty for guessing to get two.
I mean, I got nothing.
Let's go again.
Oh, Blair.
What'd What you got, Blair?
Is that Major Pain?
Nailed it.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Nailed it.
Oh,
She just needed the
man.
context
Yeah.
clip.
Yes. I've definitely heard that scream so many times.
Nailed it.
Heard the
dude.
story. I love it.
What do we have? 7 to 5?
7 to 5.
7 to 5.
It's a close one.
I like the scoreboard.
It is.
I like the scoreboard. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Oh, Tyler.
Tyler.
Bad Santa.
I'm so proud of you, Tyler.
Oh, yes.
Tied it up. Tied it up.
Tied it up. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's good at this, you guys.
The wooden pickle scene.
You're exactly right. Let's finish her. This is all I was going to give you on top of that.
Hold still.
Hold still. Hold still.
Hold still.
Like you hear
This
Billy
is
Bob.
such a good one.
Ooh.
Such a good game.
This is a good game. I love that it's tied right now.
It's tied.
This is
How did you tie it back?
intense.
I was killing it.
This is intense.
Okay, keep going.
Onward.
Throw a knife at me. I feel like I can catch it.
Please don't try this. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh,
I don't know.
It's going to come to me.
I'm expecting someone to get this.
I might have to hear it again.
There's no more to it. I only have that played again.
What? Okay, we'll just play that again, but I still get 2 points then 'cause it's the same.
I don't know about that.
What?
You making up your own rules
Yeah,
over here?
I don't know.
The hell's
Okay, fine.
going on?
Second time counts
Okay.
as the context.
Shenanigans.
Do you know it all?
I call shenanigans.
Okay, fine, 1 point. Let's hear it. Oh my gosh. This is so hard. I know it's going to kill me because, what is it?
Crunch Bowl from Matilda.
Yes!
Mrs.
Oh my
Crunchbull.
god.
Oof.
That is hilarious. I
Blair.
love Matilda. And
I was so
I
proud
should have
of
known
you.
that one.
Bump, set,
No.
miss the spike.
I should have known that one. It definitely hit me, and I'm like, oh my
I could
god, I
tell.
know this.
I was
gonna,
really
like,
expecting you to
wreck
get
me.
it. Tyler's so glad you didn't get it.
So
It was
glad.
so
He's
familiar.
like, oh, he teed one up for her, that
Just
asshole,
like-
and
Through
Okay,
ya.
I'm so pissed at myself. I should have gotten
We're all pissed at you,
Matilda.
Blair.
just an 84-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle.
I know.
And told
I've watched
you it
this
was
a
coming.
million times.
Guess what?
well?
This is a fastball. I'm throwing it down the middle.
Hey, I didn't get it.
let's boogie.
Thank God.
Don't move.
Ooh,
I like barely caught that one.
That was quick.
That was quick.
That one was quick.
I think I'm gonna need a little more.
Don't move. Can't see us if we don't move.
Blair, Jurassic Park.
You're going to get 2 points for that, but here's why. First clip got messed up where you only got the very end of it, and you got it before I played this part.
Yeah.
That is getting it without the context.
2 points.
Really should be a
for
po-
me.
I knew it was gonna be in here somewhere. I was just ruined it. I ruined it.
You did.
I should just keep my
You gave
guesses
it
to
to-
myself. There is the penalty for guessing, because you start filling up the other person's head full of the answers.
Well, I'm just being observation.
Back at it.
Blair, Pulp Fiction.
Nailed it.
Oh my god, that's so Uma
Two-pointer
Thurman.
from
Yeah.
Beyond the Arch.
Man.
2-pointer
Oh man, I
for
just
B.
felt that adrenaline shot in my heart as soon as I heard it. Oh, that was good. Man, that was fast. That was fast. So what? I got 2 there,
You got
right?
2. You got 11?
If you're all right, then say something.
Something.
Man.
What's the score?
11-7.
Ooh.
Yeah.
11-7.
Is there anything left?
We got more.
Thank God.
Let's keep going.
Here we go. I know it.
Your first clip.
I know
Wow.
it. I can't think of
You
it.
need the 2-pointer, brother.
I know it. Tyler.
Wow.
Just because I need 2 points. Kill Bill. 2.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Nicely done,
Wow.
Tyler.
Thank you.
Well done.
I can't believe that.
You want to hear the Foley? So you
Yes.
can think about it? This is a long scream. Why? Eye plug.
Very Kill Bill.
Very Kill Bill.
That makes so much sense now.
Wow.
So is that 1 point?
That's a 2-pointer.
That was 2 points?
2 points.
2 points. 2 dragons.
I couldn't know by the first
Now she's
music.
stepping on you.
So Kill Bill.
So Kill Bill 2.
So obnoxiously long.
Kill Bill 2. And you got 2.
2 for the 2.
Damn it. 2 for the 2.
God, that was long. All right.
So Kill
Painful.
Bill.
Got a couple more here.
Tyler.
What you got?
Fifth Element.
You could tell that was Chris Tucker.
Went way high with it.
I was not going to do this
How did you get
without
that
one
so
of the.
fast?
Listen to the full clip. Like,
I need to hear that
That's
again.
2. Mark it. 2.
I was-
How did you? I was like
Ooh, so we have.
thinking
It's
I
tied
had
up,
this
It's
one in the
tied up.
bag.
and there's one left.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
No.
This one's for the marbles.
Let's finish this. So
Oh, kid
I
and
wasn't
caboodle.
going to make it without Chris Tucker, like 100%. And this was the most famous Chris Tucker scream. Let's hear the Foleys.
Hit me.
Don't move.
Chris Tucker has such a good scream. That definitely deserves to be in there.
That
Dallas
had to be here.
Drake.
I cannot believe that we are going into the last clip.
Tied
Tied up.
How did this happen? I don't like this. I better win this.
Winner take all.
Tyler.
20,
No.
20 screams, and we got a tie match here. Let's finish.
Okay, I gotta know who wins this. Oh my god, I see it.
Tyler.
Oh, no. Blair. Home Alone. My man, Daniel Stern.
The best scream
Froze.
of any movie.
I had to take over.
I
I'm like,
saw you had it, and I just wanted
I
to
gave you a
steal
couple
your
seconds, I'm
thunder
like-
for a second.
That may be the best scream of any movie of all time, making Daniel Stern the
that 2
best
points?
screamer of all time. It doesn't matter because you won, but it is technically 2 points.
That was winner
just-
take all. You did it.
Blair,
Congratulations, Blair.
good game.
You, deserve-
What's the scream?
you deserve a bonus Daniel Stern scream for your efforts.
So good. Oh, I love Daniel Stern.
That is most
That was
excellent
so good.
stuff.
Very nice.
You both
You
did
just drew
very.
winner over your name right now? Are you kidding me?
What a
It's for
Blair
my
move.
notebook.
It's for her notebook.
Perfect
We've
notebook.
discussed the perfect notebook.
Of course, it's going in the
Excellent
notebook.
stuff.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
fun.
so fun.
I did a lot
Man, that
better
was
than
so
I thought. I was
close.
like, man, I'm screwed.
You did a lot better than
don't
I thought you were
know.
going to. Also,
It was a valiant effort by both sides.
Yeah.
You both
Blake,
did very
great
good.
game.
It was tied going into the last clip. That's a very competitive game.
Good
I'm
stuff.
proud of both of you.
Strong work, everyone.
Let's take a break. And we're back. That was awesome. I was I was into What's the Screen.
So
Good
fun.
job, Blair.
You guys did really good, and congratulations again, Blair.
I can't believe how close we were.
Yeah, that was nicely done.
Good game.
I want to get into a new segment.
Oh.
I could not be more excited about this.
Yes.
What do you got?
You know, we've talked a lot about sequels. Sequels are hot right now.
Yes.
We've discussed the ones that are up and coming. We've discussed the ones that, we can expect over the next year or two, the ones that are coming out soon. Sequels are hot. I thought it would be cool to do like a synthetic sequels.
Ooh.
Yes.
I think we should have
Stuff
a segment.
that should be made.
Stuff that should be made.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
That isn't made now.
Let's
but
take
should
the
be.
reins and
Do the hard work for them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, like let's make it where we all work for a big studio.
Blair and I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what we all do? We all work for a big production company.
Okay. Following.
And you two are the head honchos.
Gotcha.
You've
I like this.
you've commissioned me to find the hottest scripts out there.
Okay.
Okay.
The best sequels.
So you're going to pitch us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a title, and
sequels that
and
should
if you're
happen.
into it, I'll give you a little synopsis about it. Then we could discuss. We can kind of go from there. And if you're not into it, you could just nix it, and
Okay.
that's
On to
stupid.
the
I don't
next.
want to hear anything about it.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about this first one here. That thing you do, do spelled DEUX.
Yeah. I already love it.
The sequel
That thing you
to
do.
that thing you do.
Okay.
That thing you do.
Okay.
That's good. Too.
You already have a storyline.
I like
you
it.
already have.
I have a synopsis ready for you if you're
Okay,
interested
well,
in hearing
let's
it.
hear it. I'm going to need to know more.
I have a collection of sequels
I
that are
love the
that are
first
that are
one.
ready to be made, untouched. It's just like if you're interested in it.
All right,
Hit
let's
me
hear
with-
about
Okay,
it.
all right,
That
let's-
thing you
let's discuss that thing you do.
Too.
Hit me with do.
All right. Now a couple decades removed from their one-hit wonder, the Wonders are invited to play at a Playtone Records reunion event, celebrating their accomplished stable of artists over the years. Mr. White convinces each of them individually to come for one last shine in the spotlight, and his drama unfolds surrounding Guy Patterson, aka
Yes.
Shades the drummer,
Yep.
and Faye, who's Jimmy's ex-girlfriend,
Okay.
now Guy's wife.
Okay.
They all reluctantly
Like it.
agree to work together, for the one reunion show. Well, as they rehearse for the event, not only do they revamp their fan favorites to satisfy the new palette of the times, but during a warm-up session in practice, they collaborate to create a new one-hit wonder, practically by accident.
Yes.
The two-hit Oneaters.
Their fame is restored.
I'm all about
They're re-signed by Playtone.
Ooh.
it.
And they're resent on tour. But can Mr. White keep all egos in check this time and allow the Wonders to cement their place among Playtone's galaxy of stars? Original cast, written and directed by Tom Hanks and Something Crunchy. What do you think?
I'm pre-ordering my tickets
Yeah,
now.
I
Ooh.
definitely would want to see those.
So you would like to get this movie made and
Green light.
maybe move
I would
move
definitely
forward.
get the green light as well.
Here's $6
Yes.
million.
I think when
Get
it comes,
it done.
I think when it comes to this one, it's basically if Tom Hanks is in, like we'll help you do this. We could figure this out for
You
him.
can help with the music.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay. It's all right.
So
okay,
that's
I love where
and-
this
and
is
that's
going.
going in the S pile. Good job. Strong work.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
What else you got for us?
All right.
We
Okay.
need-
Let's move on.
We need half a dozen here.
How do you feel about Armageddon 2? The most unlikely event of all time happens again.
I mean, that sounds like absolute dog shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There's
Certainly
no way.
couldn't happen. So
There's no
I'm
way.
sorry. That's a no from me.
That's a no for all of us.
Armageddon out of here.
That was Little Cowboys, the sequel to Little Giants.
Oh yeah.
oh my god,
You got my attention.
absolutely.
Would you like a synopsis?
Oh, I need to hear everything
Yeah,
about
I need
this.
it. I need it.
Okay. Now grown up with kids of their own, Junior, reprised by Devon Sawa, and Becky Icebox O'Shea,
Yes.
obviously reprised by Shauna Waldron, find themselves as competing coaches in the Ohio town where they were once co-captains of the Little Giants.
Love this.
Similar to the protagonist flip in Cobra Kai, Becky's now the big ego, all-successful, overcompensating coach of the Giants who hasn't lost in years.
Coach.
Flip! Not only did Becky never leave her hometown of Urbania, she actually ended up marrying Spike, who's now the assistant coach of the Giants. Ooh.
Spike don't play with girls. Yes, he does.
Yeah, I guess he does now.
Now a widower junior returns to Urbania with his son, and Becky doesn't find his less than impressive stature worthy of the Giants' pedigree. So don't you know it, he goes and reestablishes the now underdog Cowboys, made up of the new generation's misfits and young underachievers. I'm thinking new cast of kids, Devin Sawa and Shauna Waldron return, obviously, with cameos of others, who played kids in the original, and if possible,
Spike.
surprise appearances by both Ed O'Neill and Rick Moranis.
Oh, I love it all.
If you can get Rick Moranis, you can get my money.
And Ed O'Neill.
Man,
This sounds so good.
that could be good. Are you into Little Cowboys?
I'll give you $4.5 million.
That's it. That's low budgie.
You can do it.
That's low budgie.
It can be done.
It can be done.
Better make it 75.
I don't know.
Better make it 7.5.
With 4.5, like you probably get Shauna Waldron back, but Devin Sawa's like definitely no Ed O'Neill or Rick Moranis.
He would totally do it.
It's a passion
Devin
project.
Sawa would totally do it. He loves Junior.
He'd have to be hit hard with the royalties in the back end. I don't know.
We'll take care of him.
Yeah.
We're not going to let him go starving over this deal. Come on.
Let's move on. How do you feel about Slumdog Billionaire, the sequel to Slumdog Millionaire?
Okay.
I don't know about this one.
No.
I love
The first one
Slumdog
was
Millionaire,
a
but
magnificent hit. I don't think it can be done any better. What else you got for us?
Dufresne, the sequel to Shawshank Redemption.
I got $150 million for you.
oh my
We're gonna need it.
gosh,
Get it done.
We're gonna need it.
Just get it
love
done.
it. It's called. Is
Pre-premise?
it called Dufresne?
I don't even need to hear anymore.
All of them are working titles.
Okay.
This one I have called Dufresne.
I love the title.
Would you like to know more?
Yes, definitely.
I would love to know more.
In this sequel to the Shawshank Redemption, we find Red and Andy together as they planned, still on a beach in Mexico, co-running a small bar and boat rental outfit.
Yes.
Andy has been living under his alias since breaking out of Shawshank State Prison over 20 years ago and is among the most wanted men in America for his escape in connection with the warden's fraud and money laundering scheme. Red and Andy have been living a peaceful life under the radar until the cartel, who's strengthening their grip on Mexico, learns of Andy's true identity and blackmails him into another prison-like situation, now working for cartel leaders, forced again to cook the books and run money laundering schemes with much bigger threats, much bigger figures, and much bigger consequences.
Very well thought out.
I don't know how much bigger this green light needs to get for you to just get out there and get this thing done for me already. Cause
I'm sad that this is like a synthetic sequel and not like already in production.
I mean,
Like, is Dufresne happening
these are
now?
original
Like,
thoughts here. I would love to go see Dufresne.
Oh,
I would love to write Dufresne. Like, we could keep going with this.
I would see it in the theater immediately.
I mean, I'll say this right now: we would never be so obtuse in trying to replace Tim Robbins or Morgan Freeman. They would
No, of
obviously
course
have to
not.
return and reprise
You'd
their
be so
roles.
Has to
obtuse.
come back, of course.
That's a good one. So we're into Dufresne.
Absolutely.
100%.
I need to see this.
I'm into it.
Dufresne.
I could be pumped about Dufresne.
Coming to theaters near you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dufresne.
All
I can
right,
just
so we're gonna
hear
greenlight Dufresne.
Morgan Freeman saying it now.
Let's talk about Cable Boy,
Oh,
the sequel to
what is
the
Cable?
cult classic, The Cable Guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, I need it in my life.
That is hilarious.
Would you like to hear a synopsis?
Yes.
I got 75 mil in the back pocket.
He
waiting to
loves
get
it
this
already.
thing done. I'm going to throw everything I got at it.
In this sequel to the cult classic The Cable Guy, Matthew Broderick and Leslie Mann return as Stephen and Robin, now years removed from their days scarred by super stalker Chip Douglas. They retire to the suburbs for peace and quiet, but when their high-tech modern-day smart home becomes more complex than convenient, they rely on the aid of their young smart home dedicated tech associate, none other than estranged son of Chip Douglas.
Oh my gosh.
A step or two above his father on the scales of sinister behavior, Chip's son begins using the internet in Stephen and Robin's high-tech home to terrorize the couple until they have no choice
Steven.
but to hunt down his father and bring him in to lead the charge, fighting fire with fire. The twist ensues about here, where the plan backfires and Chip rekindles his relationship with his son, only to team up and make retired life a living hell for Steven and Robin. Both in the most hilarious of ways, fitting for today's audience and also fitting for today's struggle with the rapid pace of technological advances. Ben Stiller returns to direct. Jim Carrey shows up halfway through, but we'd obviously need to discuss who's going to play the role of his son, the Cable Boy.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to talk about this.
Could we talk about the Cable Boy?
The only thing that I'm mad about this movie is that it's not coming out this Friday.
Really?
I know.
Really? Okay.
Okay, so who do you see?
So like,
so you don't know who
it could have
you
been
already want
stupid
for
from
Cable
hearing the
Boy.
title. Okay. I mean, we already
We
know
can
who
talk
has
about
to
it.
come back. Let's talk about the big important role. There's only really one important role that needs to be filled, and it's very important.
Yep.
We would need to talk about the role of Jim Carrey's son.
Okay.
So, I was more on the script end of the situation. I'd like to hear your thoughts. You guys have the fuzzy nuts and are sitting in the chairs to head honchos at the
Immediately,
production
I'm
studio.
seeing Miles Teller.
That was one of my first thoughts. I'm actually really glad you said that. He may be a little too long in the tooth. He may be a little mature
No.
and have but
I have who I want
He could
for
be
this.
into it.
I think he's got the range, though. And I
He
think
definitely
I
has
have
the
two
range.
for
You have to
this.
think of
No, I haven't.
Blair. What do you
I
got for
have
us?
it.
Who do you think?
Okay, so my immediate feeling was Evan Peters.
That's
Okay.
From American Horror
you're not going to
Story.
get better than that. I was hoping
That's a
someone
good
would say
call.
that. I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh my god! Couldn't you just see? You could also see him
He
coming
could be
in.
creepy. He
Yes,
could be funny. He could do
smart.
faces. Evan Peters.
Yes,
I would
he could
get
do it
behind
all,
him doing
and he
it
could do,
in a heartbeat.
Yes,
He would be a
I feel like he could be the Cable Boy.
No
Just
audition, straight to offer kind of situation for an Evan Peters.
You know who else I could kind of see?
I'd let him in to wire my house up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
but you wouldn't know, but like exactly how you would feel about him
Like
because it's
Evan
like
Peters.
you don't know if you like you don't know
Do
if
you
he's
trust
just
him?
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
trust him? Is he gonna do something crazy? Like you know
Is he
who
gonna
else could kind of
hack
do
your
that?
Wi-Fi
Yeah,
network and
that's why I think Evan
put a-
Peters is like perfect.
put a
Such a good
keystroke
actor.
password code on your computer when you're not looking?
I feel like Dave Franco,
Ooh,
little Franco could be
okay.
good for this.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
not
good one.
bad. That's not bad.
You know,
I'm-
I mean, it'd be like a push.
you
like
should have
he'd
said that
to-
one before Evan Peters. Cause
No,
now
I
could
definitely
really
feel
only
more
see
Evan
it.
Peters, but I could see Dave Franco like he'd have to get it a little bit darker for me. But I think that he could do it.
He's got it in him.
I feel like he could do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think of the age the Cable Boy would be. Ooh, what about Michael Cera?
Ooh,
Michael Cera
that's
for
taking
Cable
a
Boy.
very different route.
Because
Perfect.
yeah, and like
Very
again, if you push him
different
to a
route.
dark side, like what if he?
He'd have to be creepy,
He'd
Michael
have to be
Cera.
creepier.
Yeah, I've seen him go a little dark in
He
a
could be
couple
a
of
little
things.
creepy.
He could definitely
he
do
could be
it.
comedic too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still way pro Peters over here. I know you guys have to make your decisions.
Yeah, Evan
and
Peters, I think, is still my
I
number
understand
one
my
choice.
place in this situation. I'm not making. I'm not really part of this process.
I like Michael Cera.
Do you?
Yeah, like this is the end when he was kind of the asshole. I think he could play the perfect
Right?
dark,
Yeah.
yet
I loved
likable
that.
That was funny.
Even like that
That
short,
was
small
funny.
character. It was like everybody loved him, and that
Rihanna
was
smacked the
hilarious.
shit out of him. That was so good.
That was funny.
He's in the
Hey,
bathroom.
baby.
I'm glad that you guys are behind the synopsis. And,
Yeah.
Okay. So
This
we
is
moved back to
great,
that. So now you're
yes.
ready to see some scripts. Like,
Yeah,
some
I'm ready.
other
I
handful
wanna
of
read
these.
it.
Okay. How would you feel about Tommy Girl, the sequel to Tommy Boy?
I'm going to cut you off right
Thank
now
you.
and say that movie can never be done again or better.
I wish it could, but it could never.
Well said.
Talk about missing somebody.
How do you feel about Orange County 2?
Ooh.
Yes, please.
Hey, you got my attention.
So in for that. Okay,
Okay.
do you have more for this?
Oh, would you like a synopsis?
Please.
Here you go. Now very close brothers and both single fathers, Colin Hanks and Jack Black return to play Sean and Lance Brumder. Both now divorced, Sean being a writer struggling to produce new material, and Lance being Lance, a struggling small business owner selling T-shirts and hats. They're now living with their sons at their parents' mansion in Orange County, who have remarried and obviously are still played by Catherine O'Hara and John Lithgow.
Yeah.
Couldn't have it any other way.
Yes.
Their sons, names to be determined, take on the personalities of their uncles rather than their fathers, where Lance's son is aspiring to be a successful blogger online, and Sean's son is a carefree, drug-dealing beach bum. Both of which are debilitatingly spoiled by their grandparents, who are too focused on retirement and travel to notice the chaos ensuing underneath their roof. Everyone believes they are the only ones secretly banging the housekeeper, secretly taking drugs, and secretly selling random things in the house
God,
for their own
seriously.
needs. Sean and Lance struggle to parent their sons into submission until they rely on each other to help bring the balance of power back to the still maturing fathers. J.B. Colin and Catherine and John are obviously a powerhouse of comedy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the casting of the two sons
love all of them.
would need to fit the oomph of this ensemble if you guys are into it. Would you care to discuss more about Orange County 2?
Oh my God, absolutely.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good synopsis.
If we're putting a dollar amount on it, I got $90 million for it.
Wow.
This needs to get made.
You're into
Ashley,
it.
get the car now. Ashley, now.
Jeez.
Like a shirt or a hat. It's just like,
Ugly?
I don't know. Like, talk to the hand. Yeah, you gonna let me in and have a drink, Coyote Ugly?
Needs to get made.
Oh, it's such a good
I would
movie.
be so excited for that. Can this please happen? I'm like so excited thinking about it. We are the same height. That is me. Oh my gosh. This needs to happen. Okay,
That
so
would be
who
fun.
would be?
That's the big question. Like, obviously,
The
everyone would
sons.
have to come back who needs to come back. I'd like to see Leslie
sure.
Mann show up too in
absolutely.
some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, a
she's
cameo
not. She's not a
again.
must-have. She is for Cable Boy. We
John
would have to have her.
Lithgow's ex-wife, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's back with his original wife.
So it'd be
she
the
was
ex-wife.
she was the second wife.
Second wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, second wife.
Yeah.
Well, she has to pop in because she was mom to his other kids, so she can
Oh,
like
yeah, the
still
little
have
boy.
Oh,
it.
that's right. Blair.
Give me my pootie or whatever.
I'm on my pootie.
Well, Blair, we have to discuss
old for
casting for both Colin Hanks' son and Jack Black's son.
interesting.
We have to cast for the sons of Lance and Sean.
Do you know who I'm like kind of immediately just like getting a feeling for is one of the kids from Stranger Things. He was in It.
Oh, yes.
Finn.
Yes.
Wolfhard.
Yes. Yeah, he's he would actually be
I feel
really
like he
good.
could maybe be like Jack, like you said,
He could
that
be
Jack
either
Black's
one.
son kind of takes on more traits as like a writer
Right.
and things like that. So
Right.
maybe he's like
Ooh.
super smart.
Yeah, I could see that, Blair.
So maybe he
That's
could be
actually
Jack
pretty
Black,
damn
so
good.
he's like the super smart kind of writer.
Man, that's
I
pretty
like
damn good.
Clark Duke
Clark Duke. Who's Clark Duke?
for the
Remind
son of
me.
Jack Black. The guy from Hot Tub Time Machine, kind of the young kid.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Way too old, but
He can play young, though.
he probably can. He's got such a baby face.
Yeah,
like-
he
And
could play
Jack Black,
20.
it could be
actually
his
a
son that he didn't know
phenomenal
about.
Suggestion for Jack Black's son.
That really is.
And you could maybe even Finn could read for Colin Hanks' son if he needed to, because
I like
he
that.
has range. He could be good.
I like that.
Oh, very good.
he could be a
Tyler.
Brumder.
He could be a Brumder.
That's
They
why
could
we
both be
sign the
brothers.
checks around here.
Yeah.
What about I was thinking like Nolan Gould from
Ooh.
Modern Family for
Okay.
a second. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's too young or like what age we're
No,
thinking.
no, they would have to be pretty young. I'm thinking late teens, early
He
20s.
could maybe be Sean, the writer's son, who's like more of like
The Beach Bum.
The Beach Bum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like
definitely.
that. I like that.
Like that. Put that in the yes pile.
All right.
I love this.
Let's continue. How do you feel about the 50-year-old virgin?
Oh my god.
Still bangless. Oh, no.
Couldn't
That's not
happen.
going to happen now.
The only thought that I could have possibly had for that was that
Yeah,
really
like-
Seth Rogen was the virgin the whole time.
Ooh, yeah.
Because he definitely got laid
now
at the end of the
he's- and now
movie.
he's,
So
yeah, and now he's 50 and
he's
he needs
turning
everybody's
50.
help and is like,
Seth
okay, I was like giving you guys crap. you
By the way.
I've done everything but. It was like with a dude.
interesting, but couldn't happen.
That was all I had, but no, that's still in the hell no pile.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, we'll put that in the no.
Could you get on board with Demolition Woman?
Ooh, the sequel to Demolition
please
Man,
tell
Wesley
me.
Snipes? Yeah.
Please tell me it's Sandra Bullock.
would we even have this conversation if Sandy B,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
She
if
signed
she,
on.
if she hadn't expressed some interest, at least this wouldn't have even been touched.
This, I need to hear you. I feel like you have to have more to this, but
Let's talk about this. Demolition Man, that was already set in the future, 2032 to be exact, in the pacifist utopia called St. Angeles, where, a cryogenetically frozen police officer from the days of violence was thawed to capture a cryogenetically frozen escaped prisoner. And knowing she was the only one familiar with the days of crime, and after she witnessed what men in the past were capable of, Lenina Huxley, who could only be played by Sandra Bullock,
of course.
volunteers to cryogenetically freeze herself in her prime in case any incident
Perfect.
occurs again where her knowledge of violent men and all she learned from John Spartan would be needed in order to save the people of St. Angeles once again.
I love those.
Yep.
Sure as shit, in 2048, a terrorist organization devoted to the ways of their idol, Simon Phoenix, who is now famous for being the only multi-generational criminal,
Ooh, yeah.
is formed. The Order of the Phoenix reigns terror over St. Angeles, who isn't prepared to defend themselves. Freshly thawed Lenina Huxley and a team of green recruits must face off against the Order, while she teaches them everything she knows about the generation of Spartan and Phoenix, which is still only violence and nostalgia. Sandy B would have to lead a cast of fresh faces. I'm thinking with the exception of the last remaining cop of her time, and now her most trusted ally at headquarters, Irwin, who was played by Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
gotta have-
was it Rob Schneider?
For sure. I'm thinking references all day to both Simon Phoenix and John Spartan, but no appearances by either Snipes or Stallone.
No.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need them. I feel like
I love
this
You
is a
need-
budget movie.
At
We
least
gotta
a
keep
quick
this
You
thing.
need Sandy B
Yeah.
and Rob Schneider.
Keep it tight.
And then
Sandy
a new,
B's the
a new
most
cast,
important piece,
A
for
new
sure.
cast.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could maybe do like a quick FaceTime appearance, how they from
Yeah.
the future, like a
Ooh,
quick,
I like,
what I'm-
something
like that.
Keep a little meat on the bone
hologram.
for everybody else.
Yeah.
sure. But that,
I like it.
I love this.
Yeah.
Needs to happen.
Good synopsis,
I'm all
huh?
in.
Fantastic.
that one could be done.
Yeah.
So that one's in the yes pile. We'll take that to the
Absolutely.
next step.
Yes.
You'd like a script on your desk by the end of the day.
I
Green
would.
light.
Okay,
I'd love to read that.
no problem. Dude, I found my car.
No.
Yes. Right away. 100% yes.
Didn't they find their car at the end of the first one? Isn't that how it ended?
Pretty sure they eventually found it.
I don't care. I need more.
They were great together.
They were
They
fantastic.
were funny.
They were great together. All right.
The comedy out of those two is worth a reboot. I don't give a crap if it's the same story over again and they just do
Working
it over
title.
Working
with,
title.
with the same two people. Just hit it.
We could figure out another way that this works.
Equally ridiculous. City Slickers at Sea. The Hunt for Duke's Treasure.
Oh my gosh.
I
I could not be more excited about this right now.
I just want
Yeah.
to speak this into existence.
Wait.
Yeah,
I need
you're talking
more.
my language now.
You want to hear about it?
Please
need it. I need
tell
it.
me that everyone's back. I need to
got-
hear this right this second.
I'm jonesing. You got my
you
only
couldn't
fix.
keep them in the desert, still over the buffalo's
Right.
back and under the frozen people. They had to move somewhere. So here's where we're at. After spending his cut of Curly's gold on a luxurious lifestyle, Mitch is in financial woes. And already in the dumps, he learns of Duke's passing at sea.
Oh.
Duke kept 2/3 of Curly's fortune, and when looking through Duke's belongings and keepsakes sent to his house, he discovers another map inside another old hat, leading to the remaining of the twins' fortune if he could find its location on the ocean floor of the Atlantic. He urges his family to go on a cruise he can't afford, so he enlists the help of his brother Glenn and his best friend Phil. They go on their biggest adventure yet, and this time they don't just want the gold, they need it. The script can't be touched without the commitment of Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern,
Absolutely.
and John Lovitz.
All of them.
There's actually a clause where it can't be made without all three returning to play
Absolutely.
their respective roles.
It's my best friend and my brother.
That's right. You're going to suck my ass.
You really care about me.
I don't care how much this costs to get made.
Oh, this is one. Couldn't.
I'm giving you a blank check.
Yeah,
Get it
this
done.
is 100%
You know Billy Crystal,
happening.
they would do it. Like
Y'all, please.
we'll write her up. You just gotta punch it up, make it yours.
City
and
Slickers at Sea, Hunt
sell
for
it for
Duke's
cheap.
Treasure.
Yeah.
It is perfect. I mean,
It's terrible.
No,
It's great.
no, it's so perfect. I absolutely need it right now.
Movies at sea are so hot right now.
They are. Right, Mitch. I'm hiding.
Still does that? I love that. Oh my gosh. I so need this right now. Y'all, please.
I would love to see another
need
City
all
Slickers.
three.
Like, the first one was okay. The second one is still one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Let's
Oh my god. I'm just like so
Amazing.
excited for all these right now.
let's talk about a reboot potential here.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, we've talked a lot of sequels. Let's talk about just a straight reboot. What do you think of Labyrinth?
Oh,
Somebody
Oh, man.
somebody
That's
in an
tough.
outfit where his crotch doesn't need to be, blurred out on television. Obviously, something a little more sinister and replace all the Jim Henson puppets
love
with CGI.
Labyrinth, even though it was
much
so
darker
creepy.
characters. So just maybe a complete remodernization of the same story. That could work.
I would love to have another Labyrinth. I mean,
Yeah.
it was one of our like fave
You could get,
creepy
like-
good ones growing
You could
up.
even have the Goblin King trying to lure a new girl the same way he did Sarah in the original, but a new character played by a new actress, and
Jennifer Connelly gonna
perhaps
be
a
back?
cameo of Jennifer Connelly
She's
playing
gotta,
a different
yeah, pop
character if she's
in.
into it.
Okay, so there's going to be a new Goblin King.
Just like a more creepy modern version, like and kind of also
David Bowie
more
was
targeted to the
great.
adults, that saw it and less the kids from today.
I'm trying to think
Who
what
would you
David
recast?
Bowie. Yeah, I'm trying to think what David Bowie like brought to in his energy and who kind of has like that
Same
you-
kind of style as
Yeah.
the vibe. Yeah.
Kinda
I'm definitely
style.
feeling like it should be someone British.
You're gonna go British again.
Yes.
I could see your angle.
You know
for
who
that.
I think for this?
Who?
Who do you have?
I feel like I could see Russell Brand
Ooh.
That's a
kind
good
of
one.
doing.
Yeah, I could see that.
He would have to get like in a dark, creepy way, but I feel like
they would have to bring the really dark side out
I
of
just
Russell.
could
but
totally
he could also
see him
bring some
doing
comedy
this.
too.
Well,
Yeah.
right.
God, that's a really good suggestion.
Good.
And he
If
can
he does
sing,
it right,
he
if he
can
was
do-
directed the right way, that would be like.
Well, right.
and he
with
can
the-
sing. You're right. Rock of Ages, and
So I
he's-
feel like he
he's
could
done a
do the
bunch.
whole thing. I don't know.
That's good. As with everything, I think William Dafoe would be fantastic. in that.
Oh wow, that takes it to a whole different level.
Yes.
Different flavor.
That's a Goblin King.
Wow.
He's already
Gobble,
played a
gobble,
goblin
gobble.
as far as like
Wasn't that his
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man character?
Right.
kind of?
But it's a totally different role for him, and I think
But he could play that really well. I
could
like
play
where you
anything.
went with that. That was good.
That is pretty
William
good.
Dafoe.
I got another couple on the list here for reboots.
Okay.
Little Shop of Horrors, The Never Ending Story,
okay.
and Harry and the Hendersons.
I mean,
Oh.
Harry
we
needs to get
discussed.
done yesterday.
Couldn't be done without John Lithgow, though. Again, I don't
Oh, of
think.
course.
Just
Another guy that I think could play any role.
Harry and the Hendersons would be great. Never Ending Story needs to be rebooted with all the technology. Like, come on.
They've done a couple. They were amazing movies. They need to have a reboot done.
They
It
need to
would-
have a reboot done.
They need to have it done.
Absolutely.
The children of America deserve this.
Little Shop of Horrors could be the best one on this list. Like, that was terrifying and
Feed me,
awesome.
Seymour.
That had Steve Martin, Bill Murray,
Oh,
Rick
so
Moranis. Like,
good.
that was awesome.
This
If that
definitely-
was booted the right way, that could be a good boot.
This needs to be a new
Directed
segment.
by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes. Ooh, that would be good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's-
Okay,
that's
synthetic
nice.
sequels is officially
Is he
new segment
available?
because there's so many more that I'm like thinking of that could be so funny.
I'm
Some
into
good
it.
ones. We got a whole pile of yeses and a smile pile of no's.
That was a nice little segment of
So
synthetic sequels.
proud.
I think
Very
we may
good.
have to bring that back. That was
yeah, that was great.
that was fun. With that said, let's take a break. And we're back.
Yeah.
That was fun. Synthetic sequels was a great idea. I say we finish up with some Bees headlines. We haven't done that in a couple shows. Blair, do you have any
been
new
a minute.
headlines
Got
for
some
us?
headlines.
Hit me with something interesting.
What's going on?
I want to talk about what's going on in the world.
So, Michigan drivers got a fun surprise and were shocked when a billboard displays porn for 20 minutes.
What?
Like a active digital billboard.
Active digital billboard. So apparently hackers may have been responsible for these explicit sex scenes
Yeah,
that
baby.
were just
Wow.
playing on
That's
the
some horny
billboard.
stuff there.
I
20
wonder how many
minutes.
people got caught like
20
cranking
minutes?
it.
Mommy!
In 20 minutes,
that?
someone's getting caught cranking it. Like,
I don't know what they're
right
selling,
outside.
but I'm buying it.
Wonder what kind of porn it was. Do you think it was tasteful, or do you think it was like something
nasty.
exotic?
Just like sweaty and slappy.
Like, do you think it was, like something you find on the dark web, or just kind of like your everyday,
You porn kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
What kind of porn's
exactly.
on the dark web?
Oh, Blair. You should
Look
know.
at me. I don't have no idea.
You should know, Blair.
I was really just asking the question.
Blair stars in 4 of them.
Yeah, I found your first vid.
Is that where my videos go?
Yes.
Straight to the dark web.
In Blair's, her first gig on a porn set, it was, Fluffer to the Fluffers. Is that was your title?
Official title. Assistant fluffer.
Assistant
To lead fluffer.
Assistant to the lead fluffer.
Hoped to get to lead, but never got that far.
Oh, that's good. So yeah, I'd be curious if it was something like crazy, something.
Anything will do really on a billboard.
Anything would do on a billboard.
20 minutes? That's actually like a good. It wasn't just like a flash or out there like 20 minutes.
And it was
just
like
displaying.
It was a
porn.
digital video billboard.
I think like
playing
hackers
porn.
let it like.
I bet it
put
was a
up porn.
compilation.
Ooh.
All right, we need to see the video officially.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah.
I need to see what's going on.
People were probably like, "Oh, I gotta get video of this," like
Go
shuffling to
Michigan.
get their phones out.
I gotta
Yeah.
get my phone out and my dick.
Which one can I get up for? Michigan definitely got the surprise.
Oh, what else you got, Blair?
Well, there was some fun stuff going on in LA.
LA.
The first cannabis cafe opens in the U.S.
Very nice.
So it's a farm-to-table restaurant that highlights cuisine and cannabis.
So there's not one of those in Denver. I feel like they've been very progressive.
There's one of those in Arizona.
As far as, I guess, with, I don't know, all
but
the
to
specific
the level that they've done it.
regulations.
No, because you're right.
and-
I did hear about this, and it was like the first big something, and they did it in LA. It
where
was-
they feature
For
in, like,
recreational use, not
Right,
for medicinal
exactly.
use. Because there's others in the country
for
available for
Correct.
medicinal use.
Exactly.
Correct.
But this
Correct.
is anybody over the age of 18 or 21 can go and get themselves something medicated to eat.
I do believe
Yes.
so. I do believe so.
I believe it's called
delicious.
Lowell Farms.
Lowell
So
Farms.
we'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Get involved.
Yeah. And then we'll lastly also it's Crunchtober. So Stranger Things 4.
Oh.
Season 4.
I just saw like quick
On
trailer
Netflix.
recently.
Yes.
And so all I
Did
said
it say what happened to Hopper?
all it said was we're not in Hawkins anymore. What
Ooh,
that
they must have
Really?
moved.
what that means, like where did they go? I don't know.
Everybody moved because
But
they're
that's
afraid
like the
of the
talk
city.
right now is where are they gonna be next? Because there was a lot going on in Hawkins. I mean, that mall
Did they move
and the
to
whole
Russia?
town.
What if they moved to Russia?
It already got Chernobyl. So, like,
it's
where are they
very
now?
Chernobyl. So where
have to move
where are they
forward.
now? What ideas do you have for where they could be?
Well, it's all pretty fictional, so I don't know if we're gonna like know the place, right?
Do we know is Hawkins is fictional? What state does Hawkins? Indiana? Is that it?
Sounds like an Indiana.
Is
kind
that
of
totally
thing.
wrong? Hawkins may not be.
Feels
Indiana.
right.
I
It
have
feels
no
right.
idea.
Yeah.
It feels like an Indiana.
I bet you they go to a big city. They take the kids to somewhere big because
Really?
You know where we should go? We should bring this to a lot of people. Bring these huge monsters into just a sea of people.
all this bad luck
Yeah.
needs to go to a
know what we
huge
should-
metropolis.
You know what we should do with this Demogorgon? Send him into a city.
We should,
like,
New York City. Here we come.
ooh, that would be like to just go to the Big Apple and like just do the damn thing.
Well,
I kind of like Tyler's
Are they
idea.
gonna go the upside down? It's just like all gonna go there and like transition.
I don't know,
Or
a
they
whole
just-
season upside down.
You can't move to the upside down.
That's
I
true.
kind of like Tyler's idea of Russia because then it gives them the opportunity where they have to come back where it all started. Like that
that's
could, you know,
true.
I don't know. I could see them going far.
Yeah, because
Russia
everything
feels
happened
evil.
with Russia, so
What
I
if-
do see that.
What if 11 can feel Hopper and she's like, I don't know why, but we gotta just go. We gotta, all of us need to move to Russia. We need to find my dad.
I'd
Yeah.
watch that. I'm a believe. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think that he's alive. I think that
They wouldn't just end
he's,
it like
he's
that. and
too
be like,
important
okay,
of a
that's it.
character.
And they left enough carrots at the end of season 3
Yeah.
for him to stay.
There was that little thing at the very end where there's like the prison and bringing the American
Well,
like that had
right.
to be.
So
That
it's
was
like
in
that's
Russia.
Hopper.
That was Russia. That's why
Exactly. That's why we're
That's where
saying
you got
it.
that from.
Yeah, I'm not just
Yeah.
pulling this out of thin air.
That's why he's saying we have to
Remember
go
that
get. They have
time
to
when
save him.
when you saw the bonus scene in Russia at the end of season 3
And
and
gave-
you referred to it and
Gave
when we were
Tyler
talking-
the idea of everybody moves to Russia to get Hopper out of prison. Yeah.
You remember that?
Do you remember that?
That was awesome.
All right. Well, that's a
Good soda, everyone.
that was a really good soda.
And happy Crunchtober, everybody.
Happy
It's
Crunchtober.
gonna be a good
Excellent. Let's always remember to live your crunchiest life.
Be crunchy to one another.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. Thank you for listening.